Dear Tim and Moby, I'm just wondering, how do computers work? From Megan and Sally. That's a good one. Computers think and communicate in a language of ones and zeros called binary. Binary information is passed around inside the computer through many different parts. Let's take a look. This is a central processing unit, a CPU. It handles most of the work that goes on inside your computer, crunching numbers and telling all the other parts what to do. A CPU is measured in megahertz, or how many million times a second it can process instructions. Comparing megahertz only makes sense when you're comparing identical processors. It's possible for a 400 megahertz computer to be faster than an 800 megahertz computer. These are ROM and RAM chips. Computers use these things to remember stuff. ROM stands for read-only memory, and it holds on to the information that the computer needs permanently. RAM is short for random access memory, and it's a more temporary type of storage. The difference is like the long and short-term memory used by your brain. If you were a computer, ROM is where you'd keep all the stuff you need all the time, like your name and what your dad looks like. RAM is where you'd store temporary stuff, like the items on a menu in a restaurant. Ah, the hard drive. This box contains several hard magnetic disks where all the information on your computer is stored in the form of bits. It's where your computer keeps your software, all the programs and games that you run, as well as all the files that you create. As long as you remember to save, that is. Your modem might be inside your computer, or it may be a box that you plug in. There are a bunch of different kinds of modems, but the principle is usually the same. A modem lets your computer talk to other computers by sending bits back and forth. The circuit board ties it all together. External devices like keyboards and scanners and printers are connected to the circuit board. Electrical pathways called buses link up the internal stuff like the ROM, RAM, the CPU, and the hard drive, as well as any other stuff you might have in there like a sound card or a video card. Right. Sound cards have analog-digital converters that can change bits into sound signals and back again. And video cards turn data into the pictures you see on your monitor. Which brings me to the operating system. That's all the virtual files and folders and panels and buttons and stuff that let you interact with a computer. It's called an interface. You know, like the Mac OS, Windows, Unix, and so on. Hey Moby, turn on our computer so we can show everybody our desktop. Ah!